Welcome back to the one and only podcast. This ain't even a podcast, television show.
Television audio medium.
It's
Internet.
available on podcasts now.
Huh?
It's available on podcast feeds.
But it's available on podcasts. So if you don't like looking at us, you don't like seeing head to feet gear.
That's fine with us. We don't care.
We don't care. How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good, my man.
Yeah.
Finally got Resident Evil 4.
Okay.
The remake.
Is that a movie or a game?
It's a game. It's a game. I forgot this is the game one.
Okay.
And they just made a remake, and so I'll be playing that for the next 2 straight years.
So they could just redo a sequel and then call it by that.
Yeah.
So you could make Super Mario the game 2023.
Exactly. Parentheses 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on some shit like that right now. And other than that, it was pretty fucking good.
Okay.
Had a sandwich, ate a bunch of turkey sandwiches.
Okay. A bunch. Were you in a turkey sandwich eating contest?
Well, I was just kind of searching for the optimum turkey sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Looking for the perfect sandwich. Gotcha.
So that was me. How was your weekend, Rob?
My weekend was good. I had plans to watch the Grizzlies and the Bulls on Sunday, and that was interrupted by the LSU game. That was amazing. You know, Caitlin Clark was out there draining them threes. LSU Ice Spice. Your girl Angel was out there going crazy. I didn't know I was such a women's college basketball fan. Full disclosure, had not watched a championship game since 2007.
Come on, buddy.
A good 16 years.
You missed some good ones.
I saw Candace Parker and I was like, well, she's in the league now. I'm good.
There's a whole bunch of other shit that happened after that.
Geno Pat Summit every year, it was kind of boring to me. I don't know.
They got a whole new thing, dude.
I didn't know they had tiger print sequin suits, period. Let alone in basketball.
Come on,
I
man.
didn't know that even existed. You know, Romy Rome was like, man, I wish they had that in 1992, you know? Like
a Jerome impression early in the damn, I had that on my bingo card. Yeah.
Bingo, my brother.
What did you so this is the first final you watched it in a while. What'd you think, man?
I really thought it was incredible. I thought the shot selection, some of the post games, you know, it got heated. I don't like my basketball racially divided. I didn't appreciate the whole Glory Road element.
Listen, buddy.
In 2023.
Unfortunately, that is the thing about amateur basketball. It happens in college ball. It happens in AAU ball. It happens in high school ball. Sometimes games just end up a race war.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just ends up a race war.
Someone posted the 2 locker rooms, the Iowa locker room, they're singing High School Musical, and not even the basketball song, not even Get Your Head in the Game. They're singing a full-on love song from High School Musical.
Sure.
Meanwhile, the LSU locker room is singing Set It Off by Lil Boosie. And, you know,
this is America. This is the America we live in.
That's how great that song is. No matter what Lil Boosie says, set it off, everybody sets it off.
I mean, you don't got no choice. It's the title of the song. And when it come on,
set that off.
You have to set that stuff off. We don't curse sometimes.
We don't call women those words, and we also don't call places. I feel like the B word in that song is a place.
Yeah, you're right. It's Baton Rouge.
Yeah.
The B word is Baton Rouge.
The B word is Baton Rouge.
The B word is Baton Rouge.
For sure.
You know what? Everything outside of the play is bothering me because now all the white people I know are like, "Oh, I'm not rooting for Kim Mulkey." Don't. How about you root for the players on the court? Nobody cares about the coach because she got some crazy suit on. Now you trying to like be like, I wanted Caitlin to win because the other coach was bad. Do you know that every coach is racist and bad?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Name me a coach.
Billy Donovan?
Come on, man. Billy Donovan? You think Billy Donovan doesn't have some opinions?
I mean, he did coach for the University of Florida, so
I
wouldn't be surprised.
You telling me William Donovan?
You can't live in Gainesville that long and not, have some of it rub up on you.
Iowa's coaching staff looked like the most, I'm going to call the manager set of women.
It was some real John and Kate +8 hairstyles.
She really had the John and Kate. And you talking to me about Kim Mulkey?
Yeah. No, they really had some Mary J. Family Affair style flips going on over there. Some real T-bozzery.
And everybody who thinks that Angel Reese was being a poor sport doesn't play basketball. There's a bunch of people who just popped up because the final was an accidental race war, and they was like, oh, we can get the race war popping.
I call people hoes in games I'm not in. Just watching regular basketball, somebody drains the three well enough, I might just say ho. So when she said that, I was like, that's cool.
You have done that to me. You have done that to me. Listen, playing basketball involves a lot of emotion.
Intensity.
And everybody was like, oh, you gotta just let Caitlin be Caitlin. She's waving people off.
All of sports is influenced by wrestling. So if someone does some John Cena stuff, you can't be upset.
Beg your pardon. That's some Tony Yayo stuff. Please give Tony Yayo his flowers. I also want to give Caitlin Clark a shout out for respecting Tony Yayo and my guy Deshaun Stevenson.
Okay.
Come on, man. She respects her elders.
I didn't even think about the Yayo dance. I always thought about John Cena. So you saying John Cena got it from Tony Yayo?
He got that from Tony Yayo, bro.
Oh, that's crazy.
50 Cent, we're gonna get you.
I don't think 50 Cent was supposed to be on that
as a
song.
child. Caitlin Clark was watching that as a child.
She was watching So Seductive by Tony Yayo and was like, I'm gonna do that one day in the Final Four. Yo, Tony Yayo, you out here in inspiration. I hope G-Unit Sneakers signs Caitlin Clark before it's too late. She had on the Bruce Lee Kobe's. Even though the ops had free Grinch Kobe's, she was like, I'm wearing my Kobe's. We got Kobe's in our team colors.
It was a Kobe off.
It was a Kobe off.
It was a 100%
and the Kobe
off.
6 prevailed over the Kobe 5.
Look, dog, it was just some better strategy.
It
was just some better strategy. The same way Iowa they had a better strategy against South Carolina. I think the same thing happened to them.
Yeah.
It's that simple, dog. And you got to be mean when you're playing basketball. Rob Haze, way better when he is being an asshole.
That's true.
That's a fact.
That's true.
He has to be taken to a certain place.
I talked the whole game. Like I'm like Gary Payton level talking. Like I will not a Gary Payton level anything else, but I will have a conversation.
Rapper
if
we're
as playing 5-on-5, I'm gonna talk to you. Because also part of my strategy is telling you information you don't need to know, like while you have the ball. So like say you got the ball, I'm in front of you, I'm like, hey, I ain't clip all my fingernails, so I might scratch you. Like I'm gonna say stuff like that just to throw you off your game.
He's nonstop with it. He was doing this weeks ago.
Well, that's because I got engaged.
But he was doing this at the gym. We was at the Y. He was doing this to me.
Yeah. Give me my ring.
You did it on the show. We'll have to pull that back.
Yeah, please run that out, man. Nah, shout out to everybody, man. I hope everybody watches a whole season of women's basketball. And not just 2 seconds of clips.
I'm locked in. SEC women's basketball. I'm in for it. Bulldogs. I need y'all to show up. I need to get some of the lady Bulldogs out here with the fancy G with the basketball in it. I need y'all to do y'all thing.
Best of luck in that regard. I mean, it seems South Carolina's going to win the SEC for the next 50 years.
I can never root for South Carolina. It's just I can't.
That's fine.
I apologize. I can't. LSU, they cool. They fans cool. They be having parasols and stuff when they come through. That's good music. They good food. But at the same time, they can't get too much either.
All right, well, let's move on to another weekend sporting event. Wrestle Manias. I didn't know how to segue to that.
Let's move to sports and then talk about wrestling.
Well, these are the biggest sports over the weekend.
Yeah.
NBA, who cares? We're not talking about Lakers anymore on this podcast.
Yeah, please, thank you.
Except for LeBron later. But WrestleMania happened. Are you guys watching WrestleMania? And then Vince McMahon showed up on the news this morning.
Buddy, that's the only thing I saw. I haven't seen a clip from WrestleMania. I only saw Vince McMahon looking like Walt Disney.
Okay.
What was he doing? Why did he do that to himself?
Wait, what happened?
He just appeared on TV with a crazy hair, like he just dunked his head in some Just for Men.
I'll show you a picture of him.
Honestly,
He looks like John Waters, man.
I've watched a ton of wrestling docs recently because A&E Biography's been doing biographies on a lot of wrestlers, and it gets muddy.
He looks like he used to smoke on an airplane.
Oh, he looked like Walt Disney for real.
Yeah.
I thought, nah.
He looks like...
Nah, this looked like the rollout for Snow White.
He looks like a villain from Dick Van Dyke,
Oh,
man.
that's crazy. Your man Hudsucker proxying it up over there.
Second Hudsucker in 2 weeks. We're sucking it up, kids.
Yo, your man look crazy.
He looks like big business.
Oh, man. Yo, that's nuts.
He looks like he sleeps in a full suit.
It gets muddy because it's like he's the boss, but also he's a part of the storyline. So he'll do stuff.
His hair look like crops. It looked like he just planted some crops.
That's crazy, man. Well, like, I didn't even know he had a mustache.
I guess he wanted people to see that.
Like 40 years, no mustache. You can't just come with a mustache.
What is going on with Vince? CJ, can you tell me why? Where is he? Where was he? This was just...
Didn't he step away?
He stepped away, and then this was
He got
after...
canceled. So that's his cancel stash.
Yeah.
I guess so, but then he came back to announce this big merger. They're doing a huge endeavor. The agency.
And it's like, you can't cancel me if I'm next to Dana White.
No matter what.
Hey, guess what? I'm back. Because, I can't be the bad guy now.
2 negatives equal a positive, right?
I guess, Dana White is a wild dude. They have Fight Island, Yeah, anybody that got an island, you got to look at it a little skeptical.
We should do Comedy Island.
Comedy Island would not be funny. Comedy Island would not be funny.
Comedy Island would be terrible.
It'd be terrible. The comedians that got booked on a cruise ship going to Comedy Island.
The gigs on the way.
Horrible.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I know. Forget Comedy Island. Vince's son, also all his kids wrestle. His daughter wrestles. His son wrestles. His son blew his knee out. Yeah, get some athletes in there. Nepo babies, that's not gonna work when it comes to wrestling. Now Shane McMahon, he done been through a lot of tables for somebody that didn't grow up thinking, I'm gonna be a wrestler.
Listen, dog, you gotta remember to wear your Tommy Copper gear.
They've thrown him off a lot of stuff. He's won a lot of fresh kicks. He's one of the freshest wrestlers when it comes to wearing Jordans in the ring. He had some of the thickest elephant print on some threes you've ever seen dropping from the air.
Industrial strength.
What I'm saying? Yeah. Like them 2003 where they put all the elephant on the toe. Like they put the elephant in elephant print. But that being said, come on, man. Let some guys out there with some knees that operate, So Shane McMahon, he falls because his knee's not working.
Right.
Snoop is like, first of all, when you're on a level of fame where you could do whatever you want, Snoop just did that. He was like, let me just fit in real quick. Punches the Miz, right? Ain't that the Miz?
Was he wearing Skechers?
I'm not sure what shoes he had on, and I should have seen him because he doing the slowest run between turnbuckles you've ever seen, and then does an elbow. He might have did a real elbow. He might have really elbowed the Miz, and then gets on top of him and ends the match. It's a pretty boss move. I hate that the announcers was like, well, we are in Inglewood. Snoop's from Long Beach. But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, you're like, hey, we around black people, I guess. But I saw it out of context, so I was like, "Why they got Snoop out here wrestling? This a bad look." Snoop didn't practice or nothing, but now that I know that it was improvised, that's amazing.
I
Snoop,
don't know
he's
what
done it
shoes
once
he's
again.
wearing.
Snoop saved the day. They probably Skechers.
He's probably wearing some
They look
Skechers.
like camouflage bowling shoes.
Yeah, he's wearing
That's
some Skechers,
probably the
right?
Snoop Skechers.
The new
But that
scooters.
punch, well, Brandon's here too. Brandon's our wrestling expert.
Okay.
Was it a nice punch?
No, he doesn't have a really good working punch.
I think he punched the Miz for real, actually. I actually think it wasn't a good wrestling punch because he really punched the Miz. Because the Miz was looking like, what is happening right now?
You know, we missed the big one. We missed was Wale Mania.
Wale Mania.
You know my guy Wale, big wrestling guy.
Yeah.
He was doing some shit in town. He had like a bunch of shit going on.
He was. I didn't even realize it was in conjunction with the real WrestleMania. I didn't put all that together till it was over with.
Same.
Because Wale's a real big wrestling guy, also a big sneaker guy.
The sneaker guy
Mm-hmm.
for a while there.
What fit you got on today, Jamel?
Speaking of shoes, well, I guess I'm dressing like Rock.
Okay.
This is my Rock season 2 fit.
Okay.
Some shit, some Ebbets Field shit, and then some work tights, and then them DC 992s.
Yeah, them 992s.
You know it.
I know them very well.
You know me.
Had them on when we did the thing for that
them
company.
them
that
other
don't know
guys,
what they
them
doing over there.
them guys over there that did
them
that one
guys
thing.
over there when we did that one thing that one time.
And then my bro gave me a Slayer Wizards hat.
Okay.
It was Slayer font.
Did they have Slayer
Wizards.
Night?
I don't know what was going on. DC, if you go,
it's new era.
Yeah, if you go to PG Plaza, they got some hats you never seen before.
Okay. I got on Stocks and Bonds. Word to my guys from New England by way of Atlanta. They live in Atlanta now. They sent me some of their fits when they saw me on the Inconsistent podcast, so I got to show them love.
Yes.
The hat is from the 2021 World Series. The champions were the Atlanta Braves, if you had to ask, you know what I'm saying? The shoes are the reimagined Columbia 4s, which are basically like they a little dirty, so now I get to reimagine that they clean.
I understand that.
And yeah, so these from 2014, they'll turn 10 next year. So yeah, they still holding on strong. If you don't use them, you'll lose them. You know how it is when you got an air bubble, so you got to wear them things from time to time.
Why does that work? Why is that the case? Is it just like foot pressure makes the glue work?
It's spirituality, man. Honestly, are you put on this earth, you got to have purpose. And when sneakers don't have purpose, they crumble and they die.
Damn.
So it's really like the spirit of your shoe gets lost in that
You
closet.
just wrote the Pixar shoe movie. When they do shoes?
Pixar,
like cars?
DreamWorks, whoever, holla at me. I got a ton of those in me. You want to see soul, but like about souls, holla at your man. Soul to soul.
Ooh. Shout out to Karen Wheeler.
MVP race.
Who you got for the MVP, Jamel?
The fans.
Boo.
Man, I got Embiid. Come on. Race war.
Now I gotta make an argument for the Joker.
Yep.
Is that's
the same way you argue for Bob Cousy every time we leave the house.
Nah, Bob Cousy from a different time.
Yeah,
though.
that's true. No, he's from wherever Vince McMahon got that mustache.
Facts. Some people making an argument for Giannis Antetokounmpo. I really didn't. I really don't get it because when he was out, they were still rolling. They rolled over like some good teams without him. So I feel like that's not a good argument just because they got the #1 record.
Mm-hmm. Nobody's
Nobody's talking about my man Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? He's playing so well. Jaylen Brown's like, I don't know where I'm going to play next year. I don't know.
Nah,
They disrespecting me over here.
the Celtics lost too many goofy games.
All their games are goofy. That's part of the Celtics. Part of the Marcus Smart era Celtics, every game has to be goofy.
A little goof.
There's no blowing them out because they'll come back and then go to overtime and then lose it that way. There's no them blowing you out because they'll let you come back and then they'll win in the clutch. Like they're just a goofy team. It's a goofy team.
The fact that he got away with fouling LeBron makes him ineligible to win the MVP.
Oh, that might be true.
That
might
one
be
play
true. Yeah.
made him ineligible.
But no, the Joker, I don't think you should win it 3 years straight and not have a championship just because it's like, what are y'all trying to say? Y'all are sports writers. Y'all care so much about story and narrative and making stuff up. Y'all the people who vote. There's no way you could justify 3 straight MVPs unless you're doing something that we have never seen before. We have never like you gotta be incredible. And yes, that's not fair to the confines of this season, but Denver is not top dog this season. And so I think either you give it to the top dog or you give it to Embiid, who's never gotten it.
And playing like a top dog.
And he's playing like a top dog.
Roof.
They match up against each other twice. One time Embiid did not play because, he had something was up with his leg. Also,
he was waiting on a DoorDash.
Big scab on his leg. I ain't know surgeries left the scab like that. That was crazy. Like that scab would take over my whole knee.
Come on.
But then the time they did play against each other, Embiid got in that. He got in there. There wasn't no jokes. You was Jokovic.
Ha ha ha.
Nobody was laughing when Embiid was over there. Yeah. So
look, I think that you like the him not winning a championship is a part of it. Because after you win the first one, we've watched you blow it in the playoffs after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey.
But he didn't have MP Thrizzle. He didn't have Jamal Canadian Murray. He didn't have...
That's his nickname?
Aaron Gordon. Well, I guess he had Aaron Gordon, but, there was a little different.
What is value?
He get a pass for last year, right? But also, you the MVP, so,
What is value? If you're going to give him 3... give James Harden the last 3. Give him them Rockets 3. If we're just giving it up for stats.
James Harden got his.
But the whole thing, he was supposed to get 2, but they was like, "Oh, stats don't. You can't just. Your stats don't. It's not
all y'all out there comparing Harden to Luka. Harden had some 60-win seasons, some number 1 seeds, some Western Conference Game 7. Some y'all gonna have to put some respect on Harden's name. I understand he's had possession of way more honey buns than a pro athlete should at one time. But that being said, that should be an argument for Harden and not against him.
Amen. Yeah, that's shit. I don't know.
And his teammate Joel Embiid should hold up that trophy.
I think they just need to make the voting include the playoffs. Why not? Because nobody cares about the NBA awards anyway. We're not watching it.
That's not true. If there are nerds every day who putting up graphics about NBA individual
you're right,
awards
but they'll also,
all the time.
Those people will also watch the award ceremony that comes on after the finals.
I want to give away a worst player in the league award, and that's got to go to Grayson Allen. Get him out of the league, man. I'm tired of you. You've been tripping people up in college. You tripping people up. You injured Alex Caruso for no reason. You out here hurting people. Yo, let's get Grayson Allen out of the freaking league, bro.
I would like to have him and Kelly Olynyk hold hands as they
come on, man,
walk off a cliff together.
Come on, y'all. I'm still mad at everybody that was a Cleveland Cav for letting this man just break Kevin Love's arm and then walking away. Didn't nobody even get in his face. He just pulled the shoulder out the socket and was like, all right, see y'all later.
It's a crying shame.
What do you guys think about Russ as a Clipper?
I think it's everything I wanted. I think it's everything I needed. I think the Lakers tried to throw him in the trash, and he rose like a goddamn phoenix.
Come on.
I don't need to make
not
threes.
The Suns. I think Tyronn Lue, the most handsome coach in the NBA by far, knows how to use Russ.
Are you saying that because you guys look related?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, when it comes down to it, when you look at all the coaches, Tyronn Lue is the best looking coach in the NBA. But anyway.
We're talking about Russ.
Yeah. This segment was about Russell Westbrook.
The way he uses Russ is genius. So basically, this is what they do. When Russ gets a steal or a defensive stop, he can do whatever he wants with the ball, meaning take it to the hole. But then when the game slows down, Russ's job is to get rebounds. So all these teams just letting Russ be open, they're letting him just get a running start to get an offensive rebound. And that's equating into more possessions for the Clippers. And it's a great strategy. One that was always available, but nobody was doing until Tyronn Lue, someone who was handsome enough to understand how basketball works.
I don't know if handsomeness has anything to do with it. I think Sam Cassell would argue that attractiveness has nothing to do with basketball acumen.
Right. Okay. All
But
right.
you're right, though, man.
Yeah.
South Carolina needed some of that the other night, man. Raven Johnson, they had Raven Johnson out there looking crazy.
Looking crazy. Yeah.
And she hit 4 threes. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on that shit.
And then finally in sports, LeBron tweeted the other day that he is happy to lose his check mark because he's not paying for that Twitter blue shit.
Well, he said he's not paying the
man.
$5. Great Martin reference.
Yeah. Shout out to LeBron not taking the check. I appreciate that because this is dumb. Paying to be verified is stupid.
After all the years, bro, I've been on Twitter for 14 years. So in year 15, you're going to tell me I have to pay for it? Go to hell. How about that? How about go straight to hell with that?
Yeah.
I never even wanted to check in the first place.
I always wanted to check, but I wanted a real check. I didn't want to pay for a check. And then if LeBron loses his check and I got a check, it's all going to be flipped. I'm going to be paying to not be in the club with LeBron.
Ridiculous.
I'm going to be paying to like DM LeBron and LeBron be like, man, this guy wastes his money. This guy has terrible finances. Look, this guy got a check. I don't even got a check. I'm a billionaire.
What is even the point of having a check now?
Say that you are you. But if you're gonna pull people's checks, then they're no longer gonna be them. No, that's not the case. It's just who Twitter says who is not gonna matter anymore.
Bro, I'm already paying to register a car. I'm not paying to register a goddamn Twitter, man. I can't drive my Twitter anywhere.
I give Netflix $13 a month. They give me and countless amounts of my family members movies, television shows, reality shows, endless, nonstop,
game shows
all the time. Twitter, it's not like I pay the $14 and then you tweet for me and you're like, oh, okay. Hey, y'all remember the 13th year on the Disney Channel original movie? No, they're not doing that automatically. I gotta still do that. I still gotta do my own tweets.
I still gotta pull clips from Smart House.
Yeah. Jump, the house is jumping. Y'all remember that? The Twitter not gonna do that.
It's absolutely ridiculous. It's
ridiculous.
I will have none of it. None.
Would you pay for it if it did tweet out Smart House clips for you?
Actually, yeah.
I would only pay for it if I could get the perks of the old school verified. Like if I talk about a company like the Cobblers who stole my shoes, then boom, something happens. They send me a letter. Like oh, remember when verified meant something? People be like, man, I went to the Cinnabon and they ain't had no cinnamon in there. And then Cinnabon would be like, we're so sorry.
Yeah,
you're so great. Oh my God, here's a box of cinnamon. Like, they don't do that stuff anymore.
Cinnamon doesn't even come in a box. They wouldn't put it in a little shaker or anything?
A box of cinnamon shakers.
What happened with the Cobblers?
The Cobblers, I sent my shoes in about 10 months ago. I sent a pair of conflict-free Yeezy 1s and Jordan 20s to get re-glued, and then I never got them back. Never got any message, never got a refund, never got anything. So I basically they had a number. They stopped taking calls. They were like, "Oh, you can text us." Been texting them every week. Then they were like, "Oh, we don't have text anymore. You gotta go through our website. Go through the website, sign in." Then one day they were like, "Oh, we're so sorry. We've located your cobbler, Christoph. He's working on it." Haven't heard anything since. Yeah, so you see those ads on Instagram and stuff. And the thing is, I've used them before. They re-glued my cement, my black cement threes. They re-glued my trainer, SC trainers. They repainted my bread fours. So I trusted them because I was like, oh, I keep giving them these shoes. They keep coming back in better shape. I can wear them out. I can like do stuff with them. So yeah, my grails are gone, and now I have decisions to make. Like, do I try to get something else? Do I find a new grail? You know, the guy who made those shoes.
Run down Christoph
I don't feel the same way. Oh yeah, no, I do want to roll down to Miami and hit up the
down on Christoph the cobbler.
Yeah, we should find Christoph one time.
Let's pull up on him. We'll probably see Noriega while we're down there.
Yeah. And make some noise. They have people before that would video with you, and then you show them what's wrong with your shoe, and then they would like, oh, okay, send the shoe in. I already had boxes from all the shoes that I had work done on them before, so then I just use that box, send it in, and then yeah. I mean, I got receipts, I got a paper trail and everything, but they haven't hit me back.
All right, if anyone from Miami watches this.
Yeah, if you in Miami, you watching this, go roll up on the cobbler, see what's good, man. You know,
just have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's all.
If you want results, whenever you have an issue, always be like, I just want to talk to you. That always works. Hey, I just want to talk like that.
And with as much bass, with as much extra bass as possible. Mm-hmm.
No trouble.
All right, let's talk kicks. Off-white sheets unveiled.
Off-white sheets. Virgil did plan these, so these aren't like without Virgil's knowledge. He wanted to do a whole pack. He wanted to do Terror Squad. He wanted to do West Indies. He wanted to do all the different Air Force Ones, but like an off-white style. If she's down with him, I'm down with him. I remember when the Sheeds was out, summer of 2002. I wanted a pair. Couldn't just casually get Air Force Ones unless I was gonna hoop in them. And I don't know if I wanted to hoop in Sheeds.
I mean,
Emmanuel Tony at our school, he had them. They was fresh. You know, first week of school, high school, dapped them up. Was like, man, those are hard. You know, I remember that. So I would mess with them. Even though I had that awkward encounter with Sheed at the Wingstop in Durham, North Carolina.
What happened with you and Rasheed Wallace?
Sheed was coaching on the Lakers, I thought, at the moment. I roll up on him, and like he had a Sheed mask, you know, that had the little Sheed symbol that's the same that's on the sneaker. And so then I get my wings. He's still waiting on his wings. I'm like, the Lakers going to be good next year, right? She doesn't say anything to me. I'm like, dang, I should have brought up the Trailblazers. I could have brought up the Pistons. I could have been like, remember, you're the greatest Atlanta Hawk in the history of the organization. One game, you put up 30-something points. That was amazing. No, I want to bring up his current job to let him know I'm current. Next day it comes out, Rasheed Wallace is not going to coach the Lakers.
He had gotten fired while he was waiting on wings.
Or he quit. And be like, no, I'm in North Carolina. No, I ain't coming to LA tomorrow. I won't be there. Monday, I'm not going to be there.
I mean, as far as the shoe goes, I like it. I'm interested to see what the kids do with them. I'm excited to see what's the wildest outfit I'm going to see with a pair of Sheed off-white Sheeds. Like, is it going to be a kid like a Black Michelin Man?
Because if you a little goth kid, you don't know nothing about Sheed. You just see a patent leather shoe. And they do look like what Sheed shoe would look like if they took shrooms.
A little expanded.
Yeah. They're like, oh, what is flat? You know, it's kind of mischiefy. Also, exposed air on a Air Force One. We haven't seen that since like 07.
Oof, the fusion forces.
The fusions. I was talking about
Wow.
the anniversary, the 25th anniversary. I don't know. I'm wearing a lot of more Air Force Ones nowadays. I think because I'm getting older.
That is a sign of age.
Like my body's changing. I'm getting older. I'm more comfortable in Air Force Ones. Also, I have enough shoes. I've noticed that 80 shoes, when you gotta be more careful because 80 shoes mess up easier than like other shoes that are made out of materials, and they're almost designed to like fold and look terrible easier. So like the more shoes you have, the more 80 shoes you can get. Like, I just found out that they brought back the Adidas Eldorado.
What is that? Wait, they made a car?
No, the Adidas Eldorado. So, okay, you know the story of
Eldorado? Yeah, I've seen the movie. What's that cartoon? The David
know
Spade?
the story of Run DMC. They in a concert, everybody hold up their shoes.
Oh, right.
Everybody hold up the shoes. So
Yeah.
the shoe that Adidas gave to Run DMC after that was the Eldorado. So last night, the shoe game, they put, shout out to the shoe game, shout out to G-Rock, they put up a thing saying, for the 50th anniversary of hip-hop, is Adidas going to do anything with Run DMC? In the comments, I'm always like, this is what I always say, bring back the Eldorado. I Googled the Eldorado. They did bring it back last year, October. When your mans was saying wild stuff, nobody cared about Adidas. There was no fanfare for the Eldorado. I didn't even know that was out. I've been waiting on this shoe since middle school.
Can we even, what's going on with Adidas? Is it safe to wear Adidas? They seem like they're bugging.
I think you can wear Adidas retros. They're bringing out
They bringing out the deadlift shrimps, and then they ain't even paying deadlift shrimp. Deadlift shrimp had to get on Twitter and be like,
that was wild.
y'all gonna give me a piece of
But
this?
his name's not on the shoe. It's a PE. How do you feel about all these PEs coming out?
I mean, I guess it's fine. If I was 13, I would care a lot.
The thing is, I like a PE of a moment, right? Like I like when they brought out the Kobe 81 points, Kobe won, I was like, that is great. Because that's a moment. That happened. We never had that colorway, and that's celebrating that moment. You know, the wheat Zoom generations, like that's LeBron getting snubbed from the All-Star game, doing the rookie challenge, and going ham because he should have been in the All-Star game that year. You know, like I feel like I like moments. The first game LeBron's that came out recently, that's a moment, you know, Sacramento. Like when he had that first game, put up like 20 points or whatever. That was my impression of Jabari Smith Jr. going up to LeBron and being like, my dad played against you your first game. Sacramento. So
Was anyone supposed to pick up on that?
Yeah, I was just like, I wanted to wait for him
I've
to
been
tell
saying
me.
that every day since that moment. I've been saying Sacramento like that every day since that moment because it's so weird. It's like, Sacramento. Like, yeah, LeBron knows who he played his first game against. Anyway.
I like the way Reebok does them. I like a throwback of just some other shit. Somebody was like, "Hey man, I like these shoes," and now it's a Betty Crocker pair of Filas.
Okay.
Because the guys at Betty Crocker just enjoyed Filas.
Those are PEs?
Yeah, that's the type of PEs I like.
Jurassic Park PEs? Because
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum had a Reeboks on at Independence Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 4 steps to get to mine.
I don't know. I feel torn because I'm like, I like the CP3 Jordan 5s, these pennies that are coming out, these foams that are white. We never had access to them in 25 years. It's kind of cool, but also it's like, what game did Penny have in these foams?
First off, the foams probably ended Penny's career. Foams is the reason that Penny's knees blew out because he was wearing them foams. Because them jumps was cinder blocks on your feet. You were not supposed to be playing basketball in that much carbon fiber.
No, we're not gonna blame phones.
I'm blaming phones.
on the demise of Penny Hardaway.
I have to.
When we blame 80 Light shoes for the demise of Derrick Rose. Which one is it? Are your shoes too heavy or your shoes too light?
Both. Both, my man.
What kind of Goldilocks NBA players?
Listen, dude, basketball is a lot of intense physics, man.
Hey, if you wear the number 1, you got to have the right amount of weight to your shoes. All right. If your shoes are too light, you're going to be in trouble. Your shoes too heavy, you're going to be in trouble.
on,
Only
man.
if you
Derrick
wear
Rose-
number 1.
Derrick Rose was clearly jumping out of his ligaments. The shoes was too light. He could just do whatever.
But
It was
he
like
had been
Flubber,
doing that
man.
for years. When you see him, you watch him in high school, he's jumping out of his ligaments and not landing. Dunking crazy and then falling. He hadn't learned how to land. It's amazing how like young players are like baby deers like that. Like you see Kobe when his rookie year, ball head Kobe, he come through, crazy dunk, can't land, just like falling on the ground.
Cause man, that's you getting hit too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it's got to be in the right. You got to be the right weight. It can't be too heavy.
Right weight, right
Can't be
height,
too
man.
light. How do you feel about the purple Air Zoom generation celebrating the moment that LeBron went to Summer League that one time?
And recruited Lonzo.
And recruited Lonzo, and then
no,
also
not Lonzo. What
Not
was it?
Lonzo.
No, that was his first appearance.
oh no,
as
that's
a
when he
Laker.
traded Lonzo. That he traded Lonzo and he was wearing those.
No, when was it? Was right before
No, I think
he was
it was
a Laker, right?
No, he was already a Laker.
Right. That's my bad.
I think it was summer of 19 when they thought they were going to get Kawhi or Paul George or Russ, and then they didn't get anybody until they traded for AD.
You know, interestingly enough, I was actually at that summer league.
Yeah?
I was there. I saw it. I fell asleep in the stands. I was just like taking a nap, and then the stadium announcer, you know, like they got like the PA, like they had like an MC guy. He like walked up on me and was like, "Hey, do you want to do a contest on the floor?" And I'm like, "Sure." It's a fucking dance contest. I'm walking down there. LeBron and AD are sitting on the side, and Dwight Howard was actively trying to get LeBron's attention, and LeBron was doing that thing where he looked at his phone to ignore him. You know the thing where you could tell somebody's trying to from about 20 feet away, and he's just like pretending to be on his phone as hard as possible to avoid talking to Dwight. This is before all the shit, before everything went down.
That's crazy.
You saw before
So you-
the 20 team.
You
Yeah.
danced us the 2020 championship?
Yeah. I did the Dougie in front of LeBron.
That's
And AD, dude.
crazy.
I know.
And I remember those videos. We're gonna pull them up.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
gotta pull that up.
Okay, so did you see LeBron's shoes that day? He had on a Don C shorts. He had on a standard issue tee. Shout out to Joey Greggy over there, standard issue tees.
Hey.
And then he had on the Zoom generation.
Honestly, I didn't even notice them shits. So I'm really glad they brought them back.
They're all purple. They're hard. They're fire. They're fire.
It's the suede, right?
Yeah. Suede.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I like the idea of a solid color.
I'm gonna wear
shoe.
one wheat one purple one. That's how I'm gonna do it.
Peanut butter and jelly time?
Peanut butter and jelly time at the crib.
Ooh.
Yeah.
For the play-in?
Yeah, for
I'm
the
coming to the
play-in.
play-in in my peanut butter
I
and
ain't
jelly
playing
times.
at the play-in, baby. You know what I'm saying? I ain't playing no games at the play-in. You
Oh
feel me?
my God.
I don't know if they're gonna be out yet. Them things not gonna be out for the play-in. Yeah.
So
They'll
once they
be
get
out
when they get to the real
Christmas
playoffs.
game
Oh, okay.
next year. I won't be at the game, but I'll probably be watching it.
Gotta go peanut butter jelly time.
Peanut butter jelly time one time at least, 2 times.
Maybe a few times.
That way each foot can get the same amount of
Peanut butter and
dirt.
jelly, yeah.
All right. Last story in this section. Adidas withdrew their lawsuit against Black Lives Matter for using their logo, as they say.
Good call.
Yeah, I guess, BLM they had a rough time. They was out there buying mansions and stuff, so it's not as problematic as it would have been to sue BLM, but it's still not a good look given everything going on with Adidas. Everybody digging into their history right now. So yeah, I say send everybody in BLM a pair of Eldorados.
It's not a bad call.
Mhm.
Not a bad call. And then do some PEs of the Nazi gear they used to make. What about Nazi PEs?
Nah, we're not
doing that?
doing Nazi
All right.
PEs, dog. Send them deadlift shrimp top 10s.
Hey, what ethnicity is Detlef Shrimp?
I think that's a German man.
No, for real?
It's very German. Played for the German national team for years.
Get out of here.
German basketball legend, Detlef
Nah,
Shrimp.
I thought he was from Seattle.
Jamel might be onto something.
Oh no. Oh no. Nah. All apologies to Deadlift Shrimp.
Ain't a
You know what
shrimp
I'm
family.
saying? And the shrimp family.
We not
Yo,
implicating
and
you
Mitchell
in nothing.
and Ness, get them throwbacks
By the
off.
way,
You know what I mean?
Deadlift said they not even giving him royalties, so we know Deadlift ain't down with them.
Come
We
on,
know
man.
Deadlift ain't down.
Pay
Deadlift, we know you're
Deadlift.
not down.
Huh?
Parks and Recs, Detlef Shrimp.
Yeah,
Parks and Recs, Deadlift Shrimp.
one of the greatest cameos
Yeah.
in must-see TV history.
I don't know about all that.
Come on,
Dizzy Gillespie on the Cosby Show.
wow.
I mean that.
Well, fuck, you might as well say Lena Horne then. Didn't Lena Horne do A Different World?
Jamming on the one. My man Stevie Wonder on the Cosby Show.
You just gonna give me Cosby top tens?
When you get into must-see TV, the Cosby erasure is not gonna happen. Not on this platform. Not on Through. I'm sorry. It's not all friends. It's not over here. I'm sorry. My apologies. Heavy D on A Different World. Let's go.
Heavy D on, well, I guess because we're only doing must-see TV.
Well,
right?
just clarify it, Rob. Of
What
course,
you
the
mean?
Cosby Show was great, but let's.
Of course, the Cosby Show is great. I ride heavy for Heathcliff Huxtable.
No.
That other dude, I don't mess with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mess with Heathcliff and everybody else real name. But you know what I'm saying? That other dude, I don't mess with. For sure.
The last episode of Through.
Don't tell me Through is not through. We can get through this. We can make it. So the sneaker community is not all vain guys reliving their childhood. Sometimes it's good things, good stories. So Eric Kilborn Jr. is a kid in Michigan. He wears a size 23 shoe.
Which is roughly the height of this table as a foot. I mean, it's big as hell.
Yeah, no, like I wear a 12, so basically two 12s.
Yeah.
That's got to be a 23, right?
That's about it. Yeah.
So they only make 222. He's been stuffing himself into Nikes that are like PEs that are too small. He reached out to every sneaker company, and Puma and Under Armour came through with some size 23s for him. And then today, as I'm pulling in here into the Through compound,
The Thrudios.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shaq said he was gonna hook him up with some Reeboks. So now he's getting all kind of sneakers in his size. He's no longer gonna have like some of those issues looking like Jordan in The Last Dance, Madison Square Garden with the ones, bloody toes. Like they said, he's really, been having problems with these size 22s. So he's finally gonna get the size 23s that he needs. That's great.
Also, he's gonna get Shaqnosis cleats.
Okay,
They got to get him some Shaqnosis cleats.
that would be crazy.
That'd be way better than the Steph Curry cleats. Obviously, get some Shaqnosis cleats for the boy. Also, I feel like Ross really missed out on an opportunity here.
Come on, man.
Ross, the only place. This is where Eric Killmonger. This is where Eric
Kilborn
Killmonger,
Jr..
Eric Killmonger Sr. This is where he is supposed to be thriving.
Yeah.
Size 23. You know what I mean? Whatever you needs.
Jordan Brand, where y'all at? The man literally wears a 23. Where y'all at? Jim Carrey, where you at?
Make it happen.
You made the number 23. Why are you not helping this kid out?
Come on.
His feet are haunting Jim Carrey in that movie.
Jason Richardson, where you at?
That's the only other
You,
23.
you wore the number 23. Wait, LeBron,
Yeah. You
LBJ.
Right. Nah, you right.
Sometimes 23, sometimes 6.
I know you're right. Is it 6 because it's 2 times 3?
I thought it was 6 because he wore 6 in the Olympics because he didn't want to wear 9 and lose again. So then he turned that 6 upside down and that 9 upside down turned into a 6. And then he won in the Olympics. And then he went to Miami. Miami had that weird half Wizards, half Bulls retired 23 jersey. So then he was like, oh, I'll just take Bill Russell and Dr. J's number. Nobody's using that. I love LeBron so much, and this podcast doesn't make it seem like that at all. It makes it seem like I'm the biggest LeBron hater, and I love LeBron with all my heart.
I'll wear some LeBrons next episode.
Me too.
Let's do it.
Eddie Murphy's birthday today.
Eddie.
A
Happy
true
birthday.
hero.
Eddie.
It's Eddie Murphy's birthday.
I need to talk to you.
You know, some people have asked
It's
me
your birthday.
if I ever made a Nike SB, what would the theme be? And I always said I would make an Eddie Murphy pack. A Delirious shoe.
Wow, red patent leather?
Red patent leather, black, and then a Raw shoe with the purple paisley and black. Yeah, maybe some gold in it for the ring on top of the glove.
Wow.
Yeah.
I probably do a Wonder World. I probably do a Beverly Hills Cop 3. Beverly Hills Cop 3 is the most important movie of my life. I'll probably do that, or at least a pin
Beverly
pack.
Hills Cop like sneaker with the like cream for the sleeves, and then the Detroit, you know what I'm saying, colors, and then the swoosh be chenille, like the jacket. Ooh,
It's kind of like a panda.
that would be crazy. No, not a panda
like
dunk.
a panda, but with the white is like
Well,
the cream.
see, that's what dude. It should be. They
no,
need to
but
just
the
bring the
swoosh
jacket
is
back.
chenille, like with the lion's blue in it. Yeah,
They
yeah.
should
The
just-
swoosh is made out of like varsity jacket material.
They should do the one where he wore the elephant costume. It should be him as the elephant. Okie dokie. The Okie dokie shuffle. He's a light blue
That's
elephant
when you go on deep
with
into
red
it.
and
That's
red
if
and
we
white
got the
stripes.
Stussy Penny 2 contract. That's when we get in. That's when we get into that level.
I don't get that
When
one at first.
They're like, oh, we got to put out 7 shoes and we don't got nothing. Help me. You know, that's when you get into that. All right, these are the daddy daycares. Okay, we just gonna splatter some paint on these.
Some
I don't
doo-doo
know.
on 'em?
Yeah, that's
It's
when
just
you got that
doo-doo on 'em?
Travis Scott deal where they
Bowfinger joints with braces on them.
come on.
The laces are braces.
Come on, the inside it says stunt drivers. Fire.
I think they need to
Fire.
they need to bring back the Lions jacket just as a jacket.
Fire.
I need that
Coming
jacket.
to America, animal pack style fur on a shoe with the gold on it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Haunted Mansion.
thief.
Pluto Nash.
Come on, man.
All gray. All gray. Pluto Nash.
Come on, 1,000 words.
Holy man.
1,000 words.
Look at that.
And they
Holy
got
man.
words all over them, but like they tear away because you know Nike loves tearing stuff away. So each word tears away, and then it's like a leaves underneath. I spy. It's the jelly birds.
Yeah.
It's like a bird made out of jelly. Like
the
a
jelly
like a
birds.
jelly bird.
Come on, man, and you do one for Owen Wilson.
come on.
So we're at like 20 Eddie Murphy PEs in this.
That's all we need, Nike. 20 Eddie Murphy PEs.
And we'll
Eddie
at
Murphy's
least
done a lot.
we'll
Okay,
we'll get your money back.
We'll get your money back.
Once we
Come
do the
on.
distinguished gentlemen, let's do the distinguished gentlemen's.
The distinguished gentlemen's
It's just
they-
like a high top.
high top, but they like a red jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. We
do the
get
best defenses.
Come on,
We could do best defense.
best defenses. You think it's one shoe, like the label is like one shoe, and then when you get it, you're like, man, this is not the shoe that I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, these shoes stink.
Yeah. Eddie Murphy was famously in a commercial for this movie. He's only in for like 10 minutes. It's a Dudley Moore film. For the kids out there who are 36 and under, don't know about best defense.
All the kids.
And then Comedy Central did that. One day I was watching Comedy Central. They're like, Eddie Murphy in best defense. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch the movie of the day. And then I'm like, yo, they got me like they got them in the 80s. That's crazy. Because I was like, you see a young Eddie Murphy, you like, oh, how did I miss this one? He was in a war movie? Oh, I gotta watch that.
Quite missable.
All right. Last one. We already talked about the Twitter check marks. We know how we feel on that. Or you have anything else to say on it?
Nah.
Nah, man. You know, I did I did talk to somebody today in the DMs, and I was like,
Did they say you're pretty?
no, it was a comic that I know. I'm not gonna say his name. But I did ask, why are you verified? And then he tried to lie, and he was like, well, I did this audition for BMF, and then my agent got me verified. They're not giving out badges for auditions. And then he was like, all right, I paid $14.99.
Ew.
I paid recently.
Wow.
I was already verified. And then they started scaring me that that two-factor authentication was gonna go, and I got hacked on my credit card, and Megan got hacked on our AT&T bill. So they scared me, and I paid for it. So I was sweating this weekend because I'm currently
Weak.
You're weak. But no, I was verified before all that.
Yeah, and it's not gonna mean nothing, because watch what they do. Watch what they do. Enough people get verified, then they're gonna have a blue check and a green check, and you're gonna be a green check because they got your money.
Wow.
That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do.
Cha-ching,
Magenta
bling.
check. You're gonna get whatever color you don't like. That's what color the new check's gonna be. And then
You
it's
don't like
gonna be
magenta?
like,
I like all the colors.
Man,
all
please.
right, cool. You want to like all the colors now, but when you was in elementary school, you'd be crying if they gave you one crayon, and you know what that crayon is, and that's what the color that check's gonna be.
White? I didn't like the white crayon.
Okay, all right.
Hey, listen, we already did the Caitlin Clark segment.
I just saw this clip, and I just wanted to see what you guys. I wanted to see what you guys would think. You can just click on it and watch it together.
I love watching clips with Rob.
Hey,
Okay, here we go. Got some bags. And he got a bag, got a crossbody with a piece in it.
oh my God, yo!
Did he just blow up that laundromat?
Nah, he was nowhere near that dryer. He just made it out safe. I don't know. He got a lot of bags. Maybe he. That's crazy. Is it a grenade in there?
What is this building?
Someone said they might have left a lithium battery in whoever's laundry that was. They might have left a lithium battery.
Their phone?
Yeah.
Damn.
Here, watch it one more time and let Brandon see it. He might have some
I like
theories.
how the explosion opened the door first and then exploded. How did the explosion know how to unlock from the inside?
Yeah,
Like a human being can't even do that. Look, like the door opens and then it's like fire. That's crazy.
What type of laundromat is this where the front of it looks like a bus depot?
I mean, that's clearly in a big city, and they want you to know how many dryers we got, how many washers we got. Like laundromats be having big windows. It's kind of understood. Like, don't bust in here. You know what I'm saying? Because we doing a service for the community. You know.
That dude did that, man.
And they probably got to pull down.
That
They
dude
probably
in
got
the
to pull
video
down
did
to
that,
lock it
man.
up at night.
He had too many bags on him, man. One of them bags was full of batteries.
That was a LL Cool J textbook. Mama said, "Knock you out." Explosion.
Wait, would Brandon would lithium
Overpowering? Was it
Lithium
overpowering?
Why did he say explosion like that?
Because he's a crazy man.
Explosion.
So, all right. That's it. That's the show.
This is the show. Your mama.
The show's called Through, and it's over now. Thanks for listening or watching or whatever.
Tell them to now we're up on everything.
We're up on everything. Spotify, Apple Podcasts.
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe.
Expired. I'm sorry. I watch a lot of commercials.
That aunt commercial? Yeah.
This has been Through.